Hi guys, welcome to the Ajawi family. I'm Kerr
and I'm Jay,
and this video is about how to legally change your name in Jamaica. So we're just gonna give you the steps that we're gonna go through in order to do a deed poll,
or rather we're going to bring them through the process.
Yes.
Yeah.
In all our videos, we give you a drop of Jesus, which is our Bible verse that we give you. And today's Bible verse is from Mark 16 verse 15. It says, "He said to them, go into all the world and preach the gospel to the whole creation." So we got married and I did a name change already to Allen, so I took his last name. But now we want to change to our unique name for our personal reasons.
Yeah.
And that's Ajawi, the name of this channel. So the steps to do the name change. So they gave us a list of things. Well, you can't really see the paper, sorry. But it says requirements for a deed poll. You have certified and authentic copy of your birth certificate, certified and authentic copy of marriage certificate if applicable, because you can change your name if you're not married as well. But because we're changing our name as a couple, we will bring our marriage certificate. It also says divorce absolute where applicable, previous deed poll where applicable, and of course a valid national ID, which can be your passport, driver's license, voter's ID, and others. They also have the fees on the list. I'll tell you those fees. If you want express, which is 3 to 4 working days, $7,500 now in 2022. $6,000 if you want it between 7 to 10 working days, and $5,000 between 6 to 8 weeks, which is kind of a big jump. That went from 7 to 10 working days to 6 to 8 weeks. But yeah, so we have our form that they gave us, the deed poll interviewing form, which basically asks for your former names, assumed name, which is the name that you want to have, the reason for the name change, your occupation. For us, we filled out the line that says marriage officer because we're married. You have the birth entry number, which is a number that you'll find on your birth paper or your birth certificate. Marriage number, which is the number you'll find on your marriage certificate. Adoption or naturalization number, which you would put if applicable. You also have the divorce decree if applicable, and other documentation, and of course your address and your signature as well on the form. You went before because you thought that you could do it for the both of us. What happened when you went?
So I got the documents signed up, and well, I did one. Was it 2 or 1 that I did? Like I did the 2 documents and carried it with me, right?
Oh, but you photocopied them?
Yeah, I photocopied them, but they said that I had to have you there while doing it. So I had to come with you. And then they'll accept from there. So yeah.
Okay, so if you're doing a name change with others involved, you have to bring the others with you.
Yeah.
You can't just bring the documents alone.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that's the end of it.
Yeah,
we're about to submit now. We're headed to RGD, Registrar General Department.
Yeah.
The one in Portmore, Jamaica, Portmore, St. Catherine. So we're headed now to submit them, and also show you when we get it back
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah, we'll tell you what happened once we get back the documents. I know that we're supposed to, once we get back the first draft, then we're gonna have to go downtown to the place in stamp office.
Oh, stamp office.
Yeah, which that's another set of fees again.
Let me see. So it says, upon receiving the draft, which is what we're about to submit the documents so that we can get back a draft. Yes. In a couple days or weeks. So it says, upon receiving the draft, you will be required to take the deed poll to a justice of the peace or notary republic, if overseas, for it to be signed and sealed. From there, the deed poll must be stamped at the stamp duty office, which is on Harbour Street, downtown. 111 Harbour Street, downtown, Jamaica. So when we get the deed poll or the draft, we must have it signed and stamped by a justice of the peace, and then we bring it to the stamp office.
Yeah.
The stamp office charges $500, 500 Jamaican dollars. All the charges that I mentioned earlier is also Jamaican dollars. And there's also a recording fee, which I'm not sure. Maybe when we bring it back to RGD after the stamp office.
Yeah.
Okay. So after the stamp office, we'll be going back to RGD, and they will charge us a recording fee.
So I guess the decision to change the name has to be really let us say solid, because there's a lot of process that you have to go through. So it's not something that you just do all willy-nilly just because you want to do it. I think it's something that you definitely have to make a decision to really go through and have a real valid reason why you want to change that name, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it would be sad to go through all of that process and then have to just revert.
Yes. Alright, so let me mention the recording fees, because maybe some of you would like to hear those as well. So currently, in January 2022, the recording fees, this is after you have gotten your draft, went to the stamp office, and now you're going back to RGD. They will charge you a recording fee for express service, which is 3 to 4 days. If you're doing birth only, so your birth name only, that's 5,000. If it's birth and marriage, which would be us, because it's his birth name and my marriage name, it will be 5,500. For 7 to 10 days service, if it's birth only, 3,500. If it's birth and marriage, like for us, 4,000. For regular service, which is 6 to 8 weeks, birth only is 2,500, and birth and marriage is $3,000. Yep, those are the charges. It also say each additional sheet attracts a fee of $500. So if you need an additional deed poll, like an additional sheet of the deed poll, an additional $500.
Yeah, I guess that's when they're printing it out for you.
Yes.
Yeah. That should be interesting. I'm kind of excited.
Yes, of course.
So we're excited.
Do you want to mention why we want to change the name?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Babe, it's your name.
All right. So we decided to change our name because we want to really create our own legacy. We want to establish our system where for our kids come in where they don't have any link to our ancestral scars, basically. Well, initially I wanted the name to change because I wanted a link back to Africa, and to basically separate myself from the fact that the name that was given to my parents was based on slavery and how, you know, they were indoctrinated. So that's one of the things that I wanted to just separate ourselves from and take a name that means something to us, right? And the name actually means, it's an African name that means a king who loves and is humble. And I want my kids to grow up in an environment where they understand themselves, right? And we want to set our own legacy moving forward and not be tied to our past as it relates to that aspect of our past, right? So like it becomes a family brand to me. Like, so if our business is being sold, the only person that can buy our business is somebody with that last name who is within our family, right? So we have our own business. My wife and I have our own business, right? And we're setting up our business in a certain way. And a part of our system is that our kids must inherit that. And the name is very important, right? So that's pretty much it.
Ajawi Construction.
Yeah, Ajawi Construction.
You can also check that out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I want like marriage overreach.
Okay, guys, so that was the steps that you'll have to go through in order to get a legal change of your name, otherwise known as a deed poll.
So we will tell you, you know, as we go along. So look out for the next episode.